Not only did I just find out I'm pregnant, but also that my husband's one-night stand gave me an STD, and now I'm seriously considering terminating our baby and leaving this man. So, I'm currently 8 weeks into my pregnancy, and I had gone for a routine pap smear and STD screening. Then a few days later, I ended up testing positive for gonorrhea. I have never ever cheated on my husband and never expected him to cheat on me either. When I confronted him with the test results, he seemed genuinely shocked and insisted there had to be a mix-up with the results. He swore up and down that he had been faithful and there was no way that it could be true. That made me feel a little better. Maybe he was right that there was some kind of mix-up. I insisted that he get tested. He agreed to do it, and as the days passed he admitted that he had met a woman online and made love with her. He claimed it was a mistake and he couldn't answer why he did it. He said the woman meant nothing to him and it was a one-time thing. I'm disgusted and feel betrayed knowing that he put me at such risk. Our pregnancy was planned, so we were actively trying before I got pregnant, and he had no regard for that. The thought of continuing the pregnancy while dealing with this betrayal is overwhelming. I'm considered having an abortion because the idea of bringing a child in the mix is crazy to me. I don't think I can ever forgive him. I feel like crap for thinking of having an abortion. I just can't see myself continuing this marriage and having a baby with him. Relevant comments. Commenter: does the STD risk the health of the baby? I think many of them do. With that in mind, I would end the pregnancy unless you are in your late 30s or 40s and really think this is your one shot at a child and it's your greatest dream, to the extent of doing it single. Definitely terminate the marriage. He is a slime ball. OP, it was caught early and I was treated. Me and the baby are safe. Update: 2 days later, I finally decided to find out the truth about his affair. I figured out my husband's email password and discovered that he's been on dating sites for months. I also found a woman's name and email address from hotel bookings he forwarded to her. I googled her information, found out where she worked, and called her. When she picked up, I got scared and hung up, but she called back, and we had a long conversation. She said that she didn't know he was married and kept apologizing. She told me that if my husband and I have been intimate in the past few weeks, I should get tested because he gave her an STD. I was shocked because I thought she had given it to him. She said he gaslighted her, making it seem like she got it from someone else. I told her he did the same to me. I didn't mention that I'm pregnant. She said she cut him off already and is even considering suing him over it. They met on Tinder and had been seeing each other for 6 months. Although I initially thought she should have known he was married, but I actually believe her, because my husband isn't on social media. He has an Instagram account but doesn't post pictures. She confirmed that they had made love multiple times, contradicting his claim that it was a one-time thing. She said they spent time in hotels until she felt comfortable inviting him to her apartment. We came to the conclusion that she was just one of the women he was involved with because he gave both of us an STD. Hearing all this made me sick, knowing there are other women. I feel stupid for not realizing what was going on and probably wouldn't have found out if it wasn't for the STD results. My husband doesn't know what I've discovered or that I've spoken to her. This is incredibly tough. I was pretty unsure about going through with the termination, but finding this out is pushing me towards that decision. Update: 1.5 weeks later. I'm almost 10 weeks pregnant. I've scheduled an abortion, and I'm feeling so guilty about it. My mind keeps changing. Should I have my baby? I'm terrified that I'll regret it and feel terrible for terminating an innocent life. I'm also anxious about the possibility of never being able to get pregnant again. But then I think, maybe I'm doing the right thing. The thought of dealing with this man for the next 18 years is overwhelming. We'd still be in each other's lives because we'd share a child. I'm just all over the place, and I feel sick having to make this decision. We haven't spoken in weeks. He doesn't know I'm planning an abortion. Not sure if I'm doing the right thing by not letting him know about it. I filed for divorce, and it feels like I'm dealing with 2 major losses at once. I'm so stressed and unsure how I'll survive this. If I have the abortion, I can 1. Move on with my life peacefully. 2. Cut all ties. 3. Avoid custody battles. 4. Never having to see or hear from him again. 5. No longer have to deal with his lies and deceit. If I keep the baby, here are the things I have to deal with. This list is from someone in my comments. 1. Him wanting to be there during your pregnancy. 2. Him wanting to make decisions about your baby, from the name to anything else you can think of. 3. His family and their opinions. 4. Him wanting to be there during the birth. 5. Him and his family trying to gaslight your child into believing you're a bad person and daddy is perfect. 6. Him being your child's role model. 7. Having to ask for his permission to make decisions like traveling or where you live. 8. Your child having a stepmom and maybe step-siblings who might not treat him well. 9. Your child meeting multiple girlfriends. 10. You being forced to let him take care of the child. 11. He will be free to have a parenting style completely different than yours, and if he's immature and petty, he might do things the opposite way you like them, just to piss you off. 12. Dealing with his emotional, mental, and financial issues. 13. Never knowing whether he's telling the truth or lying about all kinds of things. Did he feed the baby? Did he take care of his cold the way you told him to? Why did the child get hurt? Could you trust him to be sincere? Could you trust him to be honest if he makes a mistake that hurts your child, even if coming clean would help the child? Or will he hide it and lie the way he did with his cheating? 14. Don't tell mommy we did this, you saw this, I told you this, you ate this. 15. Him being nosy about your personal life, including when you start dating or get into a relationship or marry. I'm his father, I have a right to know who's the guy he's gonna live with, and crap like that. 16. You can be sure your romantic life would suffer if he behaves that way. Not many good men want to get involved in that kind of situations. 17. Him using the kid to manipulate you. Update 6 days later, I had an abortion. I had an abortion yesterday, and I'm not sure how to feel. It was a difficult decision, but I believed it was the right one. There was no way I could keep the baby under these circumstances. Now, I just feel numb. I haven't told him, and we haven't spoken since I left him after discovering he gave me an STD. I know that when he finds out, he'll likely try to paint me as the worst person. I'm not sure if he deserves to know the truth or should I just say I had a miscarriage?